Greetings from Drouillard Custom Shop Guitars. Today I'd like to talk about FrankenStrat number 2. This is a guitar I put together and built myself, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. I started out with this blue Fender Strat body, and I decided to have a little bit of fun with it because I call it a FrankenStrat because I make it out of a lot of different components. I kind of wanted to have a little bit of fun with this number 2 guitar that I built. I stylized this body and the pick guard and the neck to look kind of like it came out of a monster movie or something. So I wanted to look at the body here, and it has a lot of different layers of paint. I've got, it's a blue body, and underneath the blue layer there's a white layer, and underneath that white layer there's a green layer, and underneath that green layer there's another white layer, and then I think there's a black layer if you look really close. Some of the places where I've worn through the body, you can see all the different colors, and I thought that looked pretty cool. So I decided to take it another step further, and I added these little stylized sewing marks on it, where I actually routed into the body a little bit, and I drilled holes, and I put pieces of twine down in the body, inset twine into there, all around the back, so it kind of makes it look like these pieces were added on later, like it was dug up out of its grave and added, just like a Frankenstein monster. So this is my Frankenstein monster guitar, and it's a great guitar. It's all new components, and when I wore through the body with different methods, I've kind of chiseled at it. I've used sandpaper, and I've kind of wet sanded so we get these different colors, and then I took and I filled these wooden spots here where we showed through to the wood. I filled that with an epoxy resin so that this guitar was completely sealed, as a new guitar should be. So it's nothing that's going to get wet or something through the weather or whatever. As I said before, this is a Fender body, and the pickups in this pick guard are by Carbon. And Carbon makes some of the best pickups in the industry, and they've been making pickups since 1947. They really sound good, and they're bulletproof. They're really nice pickups. I've been using them for 30 years. It's got a 5-position selector switch on it. It's got a master volume and master tone, and it's got on this humbucker pickup in the back, it's got a coil splitter, so you can get that classic Fender single coil sound, as well as the hot humbucker sound. Now this is also fitted with a Kaler locking tremolo system, and the Carbon neck is all solid rock maple with a maple fretboard, and I've got Carbon tuning pegs, which are very high quality. And the nice thing about a Carbon neck is different from a Strat is that it has a tilt back headstock, so that you don't need a string tree. And it's obviously truss rod adjustable. Now what I've done with this neck is when I kind of stylized the neck, I put a whitewash finish on it, give it that kind of gray old look to it, and I stylized it with some black stain on the headstock. I used a rotary wire brush, and I kind of chewed it up a little bit, and then I washed some black stain into that chewed up sort of portions to make it look like it's really old torn up wood, to kind of add to that stylized relic look. All the black hardware is new, but it's been kind of lightly sanded with Scotch-Brite to kind of bring out the details and to make it look old and worn. The pick guard I scratched up with some different tools and some different sandpapers, and then I've added green and blue and brown and all kinds of different stains to the pickups and to the pick guard to kind of give it a weathered look. And I really like the way it came out. It came out pretty cool. Now, one of the nice features that I like to add is my FrankenStrat logo on a laser etched stainless steel neck plate. You can kind of see it on the back here. You can kind of see the details that show up. Hopefully you can see it in the video. But this guitar is for sale on eBay, and there's good pictures of it there where you can see some of the really nice details. What I like to try and do here is to kind of show what it sounds like, because it's a really great sounding guitar and it plays just beautifully. So what I've got is a kind of a clean sound right now, with a little bit of reverb, and a little bit of chorus. And right now I've got it on the neck position humbucker in dual coil mode. So that's the humbucker sound. It's got a nice jazzy kind of punchy sound to it. If you want to get a little bit of that twang into it, put it in single coil mode. And that gives it a little bit thinner sound, a little bit twangier. You can really hear that a little bit better in another sound. This is a warmer sound. It's kind of a brighter sound. Here I'll try humbucker again. And I kind of hit it hard with a pick. Now in the single coil mode, you can hear a difference. Now, what you'll notice about these carbon single coils is they're pretty surprisingly hot, but they have a really sweet tone to them. So here's the humbucker again, and we'll switch to the middle pickup here. And now the neck position pickup, which is the same type. I think it's a TL60 carbon single coil. And of course, in the neck position, it's going to have a little bit mellower even yet. A little bit bassier tone. Now if you want to hear it with a little bit of reverb and chorus. So you can blend the two pickups because it is a 5-position switch. So we're going to blend these two pickups together. Middle pickup by itself. I'm going to blend the humbucker in the middle. I'll switch it to the warmer, brighter sound. You can hear a little bit more of how it sounds. So I'm going to switch back to my humbucker pickup. Make sure it's in single coil and turn the volume and tone all the way up. Didn't realize I didn't have the volume all the way up. You can hear it's got a little bit more punch. Now if you want to hear a little bit of a lead stack sound with that humbucker, it's got a pretty nice hot tone to it. Now a little bit hotter, more soaked sound. another nice feature of the carbon neck, it is completely compatible with a Fender Strat body, but it has a little bit of an overhang over the pick guard, so you can actually get that 22nd fret on a Fender style guitar, which is kind of nice because you get that extra at the step. I can bend it up from there. So basically it has as many frets as a Les Paul or an SG. So you can see the carbon pickups sound awesome. This is a really cool looking guitar, and it can be yours if you go to eBay and check it out. Thank you.